What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Toy Talk. Now, it is Monday. It is October 16th. With me, as always, I got the man, the myth, the legend, Danny, Toy Addict 17. How you doing, bud?
Wow, I've made it to legend status. That's so surreal to me. Like,
This isn't the first time I've said that, but yeah.
Really? But like,
Yeah.
I've always I've been called a myth before by the ladies. I've been called a myth. I've been called the man sometimes when I act like one, but a legend, that's new to me. That's
Myth, definitely, but 100% fact.
But I made it to legend. So, hey, buddy, I'm doing great.
Awesome. And also Clintastic 4, how you doing, buddy?
Doing fantastic.
Celebrated a birthday.
Yes.
Yep. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Did you treat yourself at all?
Not for my... I'm counting my Lego sets as...
The early Lego sets?
Well, just the Disney Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already treated myself, so...
Yeah, I mean, we always have to remind ourselves, like, I do tell my kids, like, every time we go to Target, you can't go to Target like it's your birthday every day, like, every time. So, even though I do that, so. Chubsy Wubsy, is that a Chubsy Wubsy sighting?
Yes. I just wanted to. I don't know if he'll watch the replay, but I wanted to show him some love because I'm warm tonight, courtesy of the man, the myth, the legend, Chubsy Wubsy. If you guys are not following Chubsy Wubsy, go check out the link trees. Go check out his page. He's an amazing. Him and Mrs. Wubsy's amazing people. Me and Chris met him 1 year. We've seen him a couple times, and Chris, he's the man.
He's the man. He's like the nicest guy.
He's the man.
Like, if you look up on his shop, all 5-star reviews, and you understand why, because it's a mom and pop store that when you go there, you want to hang out, not just for the toys, but because of Chubsy Wubsy, his wife. They make it really feel like you're part of the family. Actually, I was just talking to Chewing today, and we were planning out our trip to Legion's Con coming up in 3 weeks. And on that Friday, we are planning to leave a little bit early and then hit Chubsy Wubsy as one of the stops.
There you go.
Because I don't know if he'll be closed on Saturday or Sunday, or he probably won't be there. He'll probably be at Legion's Con anyway, so we want to hang out with him. So we're going to do that. And, again, Chubsy Wubsy was like one of the things. He was on Toy Talk, did a giveaway with us.
The man.
Man, he's so
such a genuine guy. Such a genuine guy. Anything good about a human being that you're looking for is that guy right there.
Yeah,
a nice overall guy.
He adopted you. I mean,
he adopted me. Yeah, he found me. He found me in a crate somewhere in the garbage, and Mrs. Wubsy felt bad. She was like, "Can we keep him?" And he was like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't need another Rican around."
That's not what happened. They found you in a spaceship in a cornfield. Get it right.
That's right.
Yes.
I was leaving. Yes. I was leaving signs in the cornfield. I was putting Wepa and or Suzuki on the field. I was putting Suzuki. You're right, Clint. You're right. You got that right. Yeah. So, but they're amazing people. If you guys are. Like I'm gonna say, like, not only just great fast shipping, great overall customer service, but overall great people. Like, that comes before anything. And like, I couldn't highly recommend him and his wife. Honestly, even if you don't collect toys, go into the store and go have a conversation. He has such a history and so much knowledge of, because he's been through so much and how far he's come. And how much and how strong she is, like they're like a dynamic duo. So like, if you guys are not like checking him out and showing him some love, go show him some love because he's the man.
Legends Collector 1321 said, "I was gonna say I met Chubsy at the store last November, right after Legion's Con, and within that last year, I see them as family." That's exactly right.
That's exactly what it is. He makes you feel. Like even if he's met you the first time, he makes you feel like he's known you for so long. Like, I feel like I've eaten Thanksgiving with them years and been open Christmas gifts and stuff.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like. So they're amazing. I cannot wait. I'm gonna actually have a chance to meet them and see them on the 29th again. I'm gonna take my daughter out there. He's gonna have a little Halloween party. So anybody dressed up in a Halloween costume on the 29th, go into Chubsy's store and you're gonna get 20% off any selective toys. So
That's awesome.
can't miss that.
I gotta invite this guy in.
Hey,
Hey, buddy.
How's it going, fellas?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Doing all right.
Unworthy Collector, thanks for gracing with your presence, and it's good to see you. I know you were busy with some festivities last week, but I'm glad you're back.
There's some festivities out in the woods with camel face paint and other various sundries of the woods.
Someday I would like to talk more about that. Just
this guy's like Bear Grylls.
yeah. Well, who's the guy like that actually does it though? Bear Grylls.
What Bear Grylls does it, but he has a camera crew with him, a camera guy.
Yeah.
I always liked the Survivor Man. He was always by
Survivor
himself.
Man.
He was carrying his own
Les
stuff.
Stroud. Les Stroud.
There you go.
Yep.
Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe did not.
Dirty jobs.
Yeah. Darth Gutierrez, how you doing, bud?
What's up, dude?
Felix Fegans, good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining.
Collectible Fun, Matt. What's up, buddy? Speaking of
buddy.
Legends Con, we'll see you that weekend. Can't wait to hang out. So gentlemen, this past weekend was New York Comic Con. None of us went except for one of us. And Danny, I would like to just hear all about your con experience.
Honestly, just to kind of summarize it a little bit and not go into it wasn't.
So you went Friday, Saturday?
I went Friday.
Okay.
But I didn't go Saturday. I actually stayed home Saturday.
Did you have a ticket for Saturday?
I did have a ticket for Saturday. I was trying to sell it, but I ended up going. Me and Unworthy were like calling each other all Saturday where he was working, and I was like, so we ended up toy hunting the whole day. Like me and Unworthy ended up toy hunting that whole day. So I kind of did my own Comic-Con
together.
I sort of on FaceTime.
On FaceTime, I had him around in spirit. I had him around in spirit. Now, so New York Comic Con. Yeah, so
let's talk about that too.
Well, I was it was my first year actually going by myself. I have never been by myself. I've always gone with a couple of friends of mine. This is the first year. Woke up early, caught the train, stopped at the Grand Central, walked about 20 minutes to the Javits Center. And honestly, it's New York Comic Con is always a great time. And it was good to be there and kind of like soak in everything and just be on my own. But it wasn't as exciting as it been in the past years, where I don't know if there was like vendors that were there. There were vendors that I didn't see that I normally see. There were everything was moved around, and then like all the vendors were like super overpriced. There wasn't any like crazy like exclusives or anything. Like I think the biggest thing for me was going and seeing people. Like I ran into Machu and Jay Shah and Machu's wife. Awesome person. I saw them. I saw toying around, but he was like recording as the guy from NECA was talking. So I didn't disturb him at all. And then I saw who else did I spoke to Zach Oates. Zach is always an awesome dude. Walk up. That was the beautiful thing about it, that I could actually go up to people and finally have a conversation from being on the show. D Amazing, talk to D Amazing, always talk to D Amazing. But it was really more just like me walking around. I did get exclusives. I did get the Ghostface from NECA, and I did buy. I wanted to meet John Carpenter, but his line was ridiculous. Tim Curry's line was ridiculous, and but I ended up buying stuff. But it was really more of a chill day for me. But I think overall, it's a great experience. It's always a great experience. I think it's more exciting for next year because I'm taking my son for the first year. This next year is going to be me and him. So we're going to plan to stay out there. So I think I'm saving my energy and saving all the excitement for that, because I know it's going to be one of those, like, you know, again, since he's a little younger, he was always asking me to go. So he's going to get to finally go with me and experience a good time. Maybe even go to an after party. I don't know. Hang out with his dad. But it was great. It was a great time.
The anime rave party like you did last time.
Yeah. Playing manga music or whatever. I don't know. I know he's going to be the responsible adult and he's gonna probably be the one telling me it's time to go, Dad. Like, enough of this. Or I'll leave him behind at the hotel. I was like, hey, stay here. I'll be back. Okay. I promise. I promise I'll be back. But no, honestly, like I can't wait. It was
Didn't you meet unless those were a different act, like on a different day, didn't you meet a bunch of different horror guys?
That was a horror. Those photos that I posted. That was a horror convention that I went to a while ago. Those are all Jason people. Like, as far as like actors is concerned, like I've seen a lot of wrestlers, and I said hi to a couple of them. But those guys are like really like, some of them are on contract, so they really can't do too much of photos on the floor. And honestly, they're fans just as much as everybody else is. They're there like on a. Who did I see?
Yeah.
Dan Housing, he's from AEW. Brody King.
He's very nice, very evil.
Yeah. Brody King is always great. He's a great guy. Big dude, but such a nice person. He's probably the only one. Like Dan Housing, I said what's up to. Like I waved at him, and then Brody was the one that kind of gave me the town. He was like, hey, what's up, buddy? Like I was like, I know this guy. Like we know each other. But Matt Hardy was there.
Wow, really?
Yeah, Matt Hardy. $1 Million Man.
Lex $1 Million Man.
Lex Luger was there.
Still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Lex Luger.
Lex Luger was there.
Wait, Lex Luger is dead, isn't he?
No.
He's still alive?
He's in a wheelchair.
Lex Luger's there. Yeah, he was there.
Wow.
Rikishi was there.
Oh my gosh,
Rikishi. A couple other people. But I think the most exciting. A couple of the Power Rangers, the Black Ranger, the Yellow Ranger from the movie. Forgot her name.
Which movie?
The Power Rangers movie, not Turbo.
The new one.
The
remake.
Yeah. Not the remake. She's from where Jason David Frank is.
Yeah, she took over
Aisha?
for Aisha. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I think it was more, and then the freaking gladiators were there. From American Gladiators.
Was Nitro there?
I don't know who they all look like they got bad.
Nitro from that movie Death Becomes Her, remember?
I don't know. They were there. Honestly,
Wait,
there was
there was like a big
there was like four.
them?
There was like four of them. It was like 2 guys and 2 girls. But other than that, it was just more, like I said, it was more just like some of the artists were there, and just it was really me just walking around, enjoying the time. I brought a bunch of snacks with me, so I was like eating snacks. I didn't want to pay, New York prices. Yeah. But it was really a good time. Honestly, I was just by myself. It wasn't. I think I do miss being around other people because it's fun, and you get to be silly. But like, it's also nice to be by yourself because it's like you're able to do things on your own and not have to like rush and do. You know what I'm saying? Like I was able to meet a lot of great artists and talk to the guys from NECA and ask them questions on like, hey, what's the newest thing that's gonna drop? And they blow smoke. So they blow a lot of smoke, but they're great guys though. But other than that, it was a great time. I can't wait till next year. Next year is gonna be freaking awesome. So I'm excited.
I can't believe with it being Friday the 13th, the NECA team didn't have anything to announce for Jason.
They spoke about the because I got this this was an exclusive for them. It was the Ghostface Takes Manhattan. It's the exclusive figure.
Yeah, what was exclusive about that? Is that just a different figure from the other?
It's the same figure. It's just different. I want to say different hands and on different face sculpts. So like they have the regular, the bloody, the new version from the newer movie, the stab one, the neon green, and then they have the pride color one as well. And then they come with a couple of things. It's really funny how they wanted to. From what I heard them talking, it was like that when they pitched this idea to whoever was doing this, it was like, hey, listen, you guys got the Scream 6 movie out. It's in Manhattan. Why don't we, New York Comic Con is in Manhattan. Why don't we do an exclusive figure, Ghostface Takes Manhattan? Rather than, and I love the homage to Jason Takes Manhattan. I love the homage to it.
Got it.
So it's kind of like you got Jason Takes Manhattan, but you really didn't get it. So, but again, it's a beautiful figure.
That's the only thing that I seen there that I really wanted.
They only had two.
Tried. Danny tried. He was gonna try to hook me up, but
was there a limit?
There was one per limit, which is smart, which is really smart of them to do. But you know, I was trying. Honestly, like I said, I was there, and all my other buddies were there, but we don't talk we weren't talked at all. So it was kind of like I wanted to kind of call them, but I didn't want to be an a-hole and be like, "Hey, can you come and grab a NECA for me?" And it's like, well, we're not hanging out. So you know, they only had 2 exclusives. They have that one, and they had the glow in the dark Phantom of the Opera. So, you know, I asked the guy, "Hey, am I able to buy it too?" He's like, "We're only doing one per because of the quantity we have." So then, when I had text one of my daughter's godfather to see if it was there, he had sent me a photo saying it was sold out. So they sold out pretty quick, but they're going to eventually show up at stores. They're going to show up at stores because that's what they always do. I mean, honestly, there wasn't a lot of exclusives. Even like Tamashii Nation didn't have anything crazy. It wasn't really nothing like big like that was like really caught my eye like that. Honestly, like I went to the John Carpenter to Storm King. I didn't even buy their exclusive book. I bought the soundtracks for the Halloween movies because I love music. I love the soundtrack. So I bought a bunch of that and a bunch of stickers. And yeah, that was really much it. I was just really chilling that day.
What's up, Maz? I saw you on a live earlier with No Chewing. Great stuff that you're doing with your shelves. That was pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Danny. I mean, are they going to re-release that? I mean, are they going to release that Ghostface anyway? Like, I know
they're going to, because a lot of, like, if you notice, a lot of companies do that. They'll release figures and to see how good they do. McFarlane did it with the Dark Side. Batmobile, don't be surprised, it's going to show up in stores. There's going to be a bunch of them.
It has.
And I bet the Batmobile doesn't show up. I mean, if they might, but they won't stay very long.
I know they'll sell out. I just think that a lot of, even with like the exclusives, like they'll have them for a while. Like even the Predator at 1 year, they had the Lightning Predator as their exclusive 1 year, and these started popping up in stores. So they'll show up in stores eventually. I think it's just for that year, for the convention, they make them. They have a bunch of, because again, people want them. They know people want them. They'll probably put them up on their website, or they'll probably just start showing up. Because remember, before they had them for the convention, they were selling them, or you were getting them for pre-orders on the NECA website.
Yeah.
And then they said, well, if you want them again, you could come to New York Comic Con and get them. But that's going to show up in Targets and Walmart.
I hope so. I really want that one because I really want the Pride flag one. As soon as I seen it, I had like this amazing picture idea.
Yeah. I remember when NECA started, like you were saying about those pre-orders, Danny, like right at the summer of the pandemic, I remember NECA saying, "Hey, we're gonna do Super Shredder," and it was the Super Shredder the little kid in me always wanted growing up. And he's like, we're gonna do the pre-order at this time, do it. And I remember just waiting at work, like, all right, when is it happening? Like, that was like one of the very first times where I'm like ordering something or pre-order or getting back into it. Yeah. So, and this was before I did toy photography too. So I was just like refreshing. And then all of a sudden, you're right, like a year later, they're in stores or like
they'll show up. Like even the Turtles, like all the 4-pack, like they did the first movie Turtles. They did the second one. The second one started popping up in stores. Now they got the third movie. They have the 2-packs. Those are going to start showing up in stores soon.
Yeah.
So, you know, a lot of these exclusives, they know there's a demand and they know people want them. And I know they have a bunch of them and they're going to have those molds. So of course they're going to find any way to make money. So they're definitely going to have them out.
Yeah. Well, I just found it here. I can buy it on eBay right now for $194.
Wait, how much did you buy it for?
Only $194.
It was $40 at the convention. $40, and that was pricey.
Legends Collector says, I feel like the specific Ghostface they said was NYCC only. They have another version coming out later next year. Okay. If they do put it out again, it'll probably be missing something. Yeah, that's true. It'll be probably the same sculpt though, you know. Maybe not that exact one, but
well, I hope it doesn't miss anything because it's a beautiful. I actually want another one because I don't want to open this one. I don't want to open this one. I want to keep it in the box. So
I mean, you could sell it for $194.
it's
like Unworthy. I believe that's Danny's. That the one you saw on eBay. So
the second one that he couldn't get for me.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll eventually drop. It's just again, it was smart of them to do one because it would have been gone a lot quicker than they were.
Yeah.
So for them to do one at a time was great, and I felt like the only a-hole to kind of like walk because nobody was saying it. I was like, "Hey, can I buy two?" And he's like, "Well, we only have a small quantity, so you only had to take one." I was like, "Oh shit!"
You
So
don't
then I
know
was like,
until you ask.
You should have put your phone on FaceTime with me and you should put it over your face and then like pull your hoodie tight and be like, I'm gonna give me a fat head, one of those fat head things and just put it onto my face. It's like, hi, I'm a Unworthy collector. Can I have another one? you might get 20% off.
Or here's a good idea, right? I could go and say, hey, listen, I bought this ghost face, but I saw another ghost face at the Diamond Select section. $10.
Can we
try to finesse?
Can I get like a swap?
Can we like can you honor that for me like $10 right now? But yeah, like I said, it's a great experience as always. I wish I would have went Thursday because I think Yimbo had reached out to me that morning and was like, hey, you didn't come through, and I was like, yeah, and it would have been a great time with Yimbo. But it's always next year. I'm excited for next year. I'm excited for Legion's Con. So
yeah, Legion's Con's the next big one.
Yeah,
I'm excited for Legion's Con too. It's going to be my first con. I've never been to anything like that before.
Are you really coming? No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. Yes,
Seriously?
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna have a Worthy Addiction going on right up in Legion's. All right up in Legion's Con.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
He's not.
No, I'm serious. No,
you're coming?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna try to fly out and make Danny drive me, so I don't have to drive all the way out to Jersey because it's like a 6-hour drive from me.
Fudge, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I like. Was this like whoa?
We've been wanting to see each other for like the longest. I told him, listen, if we're gonna have to continue this relationship, you're gonna have to see me. We gotta
stop this long distance.
We gotta stop this long distance stuff. We need to like.
Oh my god!
So I'm excited.
Unworthy. This is like news to me, and I can't believe that.
Danny wanted to keep it a secret. He was like,
"I wanted to surprise everyone.
We're gonna just have you show up." I'm like, "Well, no. Why would we want to keep it a secret?"
Honestly, the only reason I said that was because I wanted to be like, I want everybody showed up. It's like, hey, I'm Unworthy. That's Danny. Okay. So does they say that's Toy Addict, and I'm Danny. I'm Unworthy.
Does this mean like so? Clintastic, are you getting your plane ticket? Like, my gosh,
my plane ticket costs a lot more than Unworthy.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Well, I could sell the ghost face and get you a plane ticket.
For $194.
You can sell both ghost faces that you have.
That would get me there, but it won't get me back here.
So Unworthy, we gotta get another. We gotta sell like a hot toy or something.
I'd sell my NECA, but Danny didn't get me one.
I could sell my Sentinel.
There you go. Yeah, that's round trip money right there.
Look, he's like, hell no.
I am speechless. Unworthy. That's incredible that you're coming. There are so many people coming to Legion's Con. Like Simon Toast is going to be there. You're going to be there. Art, from State of the Art. I can't even. Arthur. What is his
unboxing
art? Yeah.
I used to only call his show Unboxing Art. I kept forgetting that it wasn't called that.
Well, I mean, his channel is Unboxing Art, so yeah, I understand that. There are so many people that are coming to Legion's Con, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We have to do like some sort of like meetup or like rent something out. I don't know. I was just talking to No Chewing about our trip, and when we're gonna leave like Friday morning, and then we're gonna hit like different stops along the way. Then hopefully get there Friday night to check into our hotel. You guys are welcome to crash in my hotel room or whatever you guys want to do. So,
Well, that was the plan.
I was like, oh,
we're glad
gonna
that you put it out there and said it.
Yeah, I'm
we
glad.
were just gonna do
you
that
guys are gonna wake up in the morning and me and Unworthy gonna have
you're doing it.
And waffles and pancake waffles and strawberries for you.
Continental breakfast. Continental breakfast. We're doing it.
Yeah, I'm excited. But I know we're planning on getting some drinks. So I told Unworthy I'm gonna be the responsible one because more than likely he thinks he's going home. He's probably coming home with me. So
No. You guys, no, there's the Irish bar in the hotel.
I already spoke to his wife. I was like, hey, listen, you need a break. It's okay. I'm gonna send you a few dollars. Go ahead, go have a good time with the kids. I'll take good care of him. He's fine. She's like, yeah, take him. Keep him as long as you need to.
Bring some venison sticks.
We're gonna have the horns.
Some turkey. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the one horn that I have left off of the deer I got last week.
Because it fell off when you were dragging it out, or
no, I think it ran into a tree.
Oh,
but I couldn't find it anywhere. I know that it had two when I shot it. Only had one left when I stopped it.
John Wick here.
Unworthy. Wow. So awesome they're coming to LegionCon. That just made my night, my day. Made me even more. I didn't think I'd be more excited to go to LegionsCon, but now I'm even more excited. Wow.
I'm bringing my Hydra Stomper to drop off to you so I can get a custom shit stomper.
Okay, well, I'll bring my black paint and my red paint and then my one brush.
Tell scary stories and everything, all that good stuff.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. This will be awesome. Oh man, that's so cool. We'll have to figure out what we're gonna be doing.
Clint, if you really want to go, I'll sell a hot toy just for you to come.
I'll sell
I'll sell a hot toy too.
I mean,
sell Danny's.
Not that expensive, actually.
No, not too bad.
Where would you land? Where would you land?
Probably Newark.
Newark, yeah.
That's where Unworthy's going. Listen, you come. That's exactly where I'll pick you up.
If Danny can't pick you up, I'll pick you up. Out of my car. So
okay.
I have an SUV. You can sit in the back. In the
I also have
a responsible
SUV. You can sit in the third row.
Or you know what? I'll just bring my truck. It's a 3-seater bench seat. I'll just bring my truck and three of us pile right up.
Unworthy wins, I guess.
You could sit next to the flux capacitor in my car, okay?
Legends Collection said this version has a tiny statue with a ghost mask on it. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. You're gonna make me open it.
Yeah, I know. Matt, can't wait to share White Cloud with Unworthy. Me too.
Mm-hmm.
No chewing. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. I'll be there Friday night and may have extra bed. Awesome.
Yeah. Or we'll steal a mattress.
Yeah. Machu Toy, what's going on,
Machu.
buddy? Vico Sand says, are you able to try the famous gooey gobbler? Don't want to know.
Yeah.
Unboxing art. That's right, buddy.
Sweet meat.
It's going to be a big party. And yes, no chewing. You're coming with me, buddy. We're going to be hanging out. And it's going to be
in the Chewy Mobile.
And yeah.
Are you going to be in Newark also, Art?
Yeah. Unboxing art. Oh, actually, I think he's driving, but actually, I don't even know. Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, I'm going to make sure I have, I'm going to have like a bunch of like a keg in the back or something.
I think Art kind of lives close, doesn't he? I remember.
I don't think so. I want to say he's in Baltimore, but I don't know. What's up, everyone? Bloodsport is one of my all-time favorites. I can't wait to start talking about that, Cal Collector. We haven't really said this formally, but the chat is the best part of the stream. Please, comment, add your comments. It's like having more and more people in this conversation. I never laugh harder. These guys make me laugh, but the chat makes me laugh the hardest. So please just add your comments in. Danny, really, you're just going back to your New York Comic-Con experience. I was talking to Yimbo, I was talking to Machu, and they were saying the same thing. It's not there wasn't a whole lot of exclusives or anything like
No.
that, or reveals. I mean, Toy Fair was just like the week before that,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
there were a
So
lot of
they
reveals there.
No, it was more of this just going and being able to run into people. And again, if it's your first year, second year, it's exciting like that. Everything's new to you. But like after you've been there, like I've been going for 10 years already. So like I've been there nonstop. So like it's gotten to the point where, you know, I don't even wait to walk in. Like I go in when everybody's already inside. Like I don't rush to get exclusives. If I run into one, I get it. And if I don't, whatever. But I'm more of just hanging out, taking photos. Even like the cosplayers, they were great, but there was nothing that like, you know, had me like excited. I was looking for these twins that I usually see every year, and they weren't there, so I'm a little disappointed. But they were great.
How old are they now?
I hope they're older.
I mean, they're
a lot older.
a lot older than us.
Well, they're in like at least they're like maybe in their 30s, I think. But
what
okay.
what ones are you talking about?
The ones
they're they're talking about like Legion's Con. They're the cosplayers. I sent you a photo, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's Up Fighters speaking also on Thursdays. Check them out. Digs Figs. I did mention the Irish bar, and I'm feeling just great now that I know Unworthy's coming to Legion's Con. So
you guys want to be careful about inviting me out to a bar. It gets pretty out of hand with me.
Okay. That's you know, that's what I would like to see you and Chewy together at an Irish bar.
It's gonna be like Roadhouse.
Love
it's gonna be like Patrick Swayze and with that other guy. Roadhouse. It's gonna be a fun time. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be a party. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Again, like the con will be fun, but really it's the meetup that's gonna be a lot of fun. So.
Yeah. I don't. That's what I was saying last night on Lazy Boys. I don't really care too much about the Legion's figures, the Mythic Legion's figures. I'm going because I want to meet everybody.
Yes. Yeah. And I think that is probably going to be the best part. Like honestly, I'll pick up some Legions. I'm not the biggest fan, but I'll pick up some of the exclusives, and I think it'll be fun. I do like some of their stuff. It's meeting the people that do all the customs. Duarte Studio will be there. He does amazing dios. Like meeting some of those people are really cool because they're so talented. They're so cool to just talk to them about like how they did their process. So Chewing's asking, when Unworthy and I are together drinking, we're called Unworthy.
Yeah.
Or Unchewing.
Oh, I think I like
Unchewing. I like Unchewing.
We got to come up with some t-shirt designs for that.
Oh, that's a great one. But yeah, like I said, the con is really just about kind of people coming together to show off. I really can't wait to hang out with or see D Blake makes, get some of his signs. He has some great signs. D Blake is dope. Yeah. I think you'll like some of his signs too. But well, speaking of toys, speaking of Legion's Con, all that stuff, have you guys picked up anything other than the ghost face? What are you showing?
I was trying to show my tickets, but my screen's too bright.
Oh, I believe you.
Is it like a round trip one day?
No, not the plane ticket. The
Legion's Con.
Oh, okay.
I'm still not sure for sure that I'm flying. I'm gonna look into flights, but the airports around here, they don't really do. They don't. There's only
the same.
They're small airports, so like it's kind of probably end up driving, but I'm hoping to be able to hook up a flight.
If you fly, when would you fly in?
Friday.
Or
Friday night, whatever Danny was.
Oh, into New York. Well, I was about to say if you fly Friday morning in Boston, depending on where you go, you could drive in with no chewing and I too.
I think that's what Danny and I were talking about. I said it wrong. I was I'm thinking I'm gonna probably fly into the airport closest to him. and then we'd ride together there.
Is that New York City? JFK near you? Toyota?
JFK is near, but I could do Newark. It's not.
Oh, Newark is closer?
Yeah, well, they're both about the same.
I mean,
there's not an airport
like
closer to where you live?
The JFK, John F. Kennedy Airport.
I thought that was in New York City.
JFK? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's it's whatever you want, man. You know, whatever. Either way, I'll be there.
Either way, I'm going whether I'm driving or flying,
guys. Yeah, Cox Create. Oh my God, that picture. No problem, buddy. We miss you though.
Been in the mountains.
Have you guys opened up anything?
We did yesterday. I got the. I can't freaking find them, but I got. This
I opened my first Mezco yesterday.
What'd you open up?
Mezco Pennywise.
Oh, nice. How did you like it?
I mean, I'm not a soft goods guy, but for this figure, it's not so bad. The only thing I didn't really like was that it's so small. I've never had a Mezco. I didn't realize how small it is.
Yeah. Well, Danny, I know you're on audio, but I really want to know your thoughts on that Chucky. I do have there's like that other the very first Chucky that came out with like it has like a weird face, like a burnt face, but that was a good one to have. So Pennywise Mezco, what made you get that one?
Well, I've been looking for a specific NECA Pennywise for Spooky Month, and I haven't been able to find it. And then I stopped into a comic book shop that's sort of local, and the NECA aisle was packed. So I was walking around and I found the Mezcos, and then I decided to get the Pennywise Mezco instead. And everybody's been trying to get me, Danny, Toy Art Unlimited. They've all been trying to get me to buy a Mezco. So I finally did it, and then conveniently, or oddly enough, the girl that was bringing me out, she recognized me from YouTube because I had featured one of her boyfriend's photography shots.
No way!
And she gave me 20% off on
Get out.
Yeah, so I only ended up paying $80 for it.
How awesome did that make you feel?
It's actually kind of funny because I felt awkward because she kind of was like looking at me, looking at the computer, looking at me, and like I just blurted, "I'm gonna open this on YouTube."
Oh, you did?
And like, because I felt awkward, like the way that she was kind of like looking at me, and I was like, I don't know why it's going this way, so I just blurted that out, and then she's like, "You are," and I go, "Yes, I am." She goes, "No, you're that guy," and then she was explaining how I had put one of her boyfriend's pictures up on one of on Unworthy AF and was like talking about it. And
do you know who
happy it made him? I do, but they asked me not to say because they probably shouldn't have given me the 20% off on it.
Got it. Oh wow, that's pretty cool though.
Anytime I get an awkward look like that, they always say, "Are you my dad?"
He says, "I might be."
I might.
B Weirdium, what's up, buddy? Have you checked out B Weirdium stuff? He's a really good photographer.
Look at this little middle finger.
That's cool. Wow. And really freaky.
Yeah.
Legends Collector says it might be a little further out of the way for you than for me, but Westchester Airport tends to be cheaper and it's much smaller and there's no traffic like Newark or JFK.
Oh, okay.
That's good to know. Well, last week, Clintastic 4 told me that this was an amazing Wolverine. Mm-hmm. So while he was telling me this, I had ordered it and it came this past weekend, and I have to agree. I'm not a huge Wolverine fan. And I love this Wolverine. It's like absolutely everything I wanted. I think it's better than my Mayfax. Like I love this one.
See?
Like I love this Wolverine so much. The articulation is fantastic. The head sculpts are great. And you can he can do anything that you want Wolverine to do. So
I'm glad you said that because that's exactly the conversation we were having yesterday. I don't want to dig deep into it, but
yeah, let's do it.
We were going into the whole conversation on how like somebody like a company like Mafex, right? Like how they're a big high-end company, but like there are companies that are a lot smaller that do better work. I was and just the same thing like you said, like you like that Wolverine better than you like your Mafex one, right? You pay what $100 more for like the Mafex, and that one was like what $20 the most. And
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say Hasbro is a small company, but yeah, this is
no,
like
it's not
for a cheaper figure.
Yeah, for a
Absolutely.
cheaper figure, and that's what I would say. Like I'm saying, like yesterday, I was making the example of how I love the Mesco Michael Myers. He's a great figure, but it's not my definitive Michael Myers, which is
Yeah.
always felt like the NECA one was my go-to one. Like it's
Yeah.
it's the one. I got a little pushback on that, but
I love Mezco, and I have to agree with you. NECA does Michael Myers much better than any of I think
Chris, you know
Mezco
what?
horror figures, there's some that are good and then some that just don't meet the mark.
Chris, I'm gonna give you a big hug the day I see you at Legion's Con. I think
I'll
you
give it
deserve
back
just
to you,
because
buddy.
I want you to hold
I
me.
like that. I'll give it back to you.
I want you to hold me tight in my ear. Say, "Chupapi."
Say chincletas.
Chancleta. No, but I agree. Yeah.
Right? I mean, like
Yeah.
I think I actually don't think Mezco does the horror as well as NECA. So.
No, and also too, it could be because of the rights, like because look at the Leatherface. The Leatherface looks just kind of like the NECA one, just a little more articulated.
Yeah.
I think it's just the rights that they have. They don't own it. I don't think the design of the mask was all that great. And like I said, NECA is the one NECA makes. It's like the proportion is nice. It's you could take photos. It's like I was explaining, like it's my go-to figure to take photos of. Like if I have a lot of expensive ones that are more expensive than that one, but that's the one I go to the most. You know what I'm saying? It's like that.
Yeah.
What is called the replay value of it. So
the what?
The replay value. Like you buy it and you get your money's worth from it. Like I could take 1 billion photos of that NECA Michael Myers over. Like I was saying it last night. I told Unworthy and everybody. I was like, look at my profile, look at my page. You see how many photos I took of the NECA, and you see how many I took of the Mesco. And Unworthy said it best. He's like, well, if I would have never known you owned the Mesco.
Yeah.
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 So
I don't know what this one means.
Legends Collector has a good point. I agree 100% with you. It is a big improvement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Leatherface. They had that Leatherface one, Mezco, at the comic shop too. They wanted $150 for it, and I had just bought the NECA Leatherface. So I was like, I don't really need another Leatherface. But then everybody's pictures that they've been doing, I've been seeing everybody's Leatherface pictures with that Mezco.
Yeah,
amazing.
It is an amazing figure.
Oh, Mezco fits more with the lines. Got it.
Yeah,
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. And everybody likes what they like, and I love. And like I said, it's not that I'm, shitting on it because it's a beautiful. It's top 5 Mesco. It's just NECA is just like, look at the Mafex Chucky. Look at this one. Like, come on. Like, you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that. Come on now, that's awesome.
I want a second Mezco. Oh, did you? Oh, wow,
nice.
that's awesome. A second Leatherface? Wow.
Oh, I think he won. Did he win today? I think he won today. Were you the one?
Was that the one that won today?
Said last Monday. Yeah.
That's awesome. Congrats, Maz. That's awesome.
You want to sell it?
He'll trade you a ghost face.
I'll trade you a ghost face for it.
What one of his ghost faces?
What are my ghost faces? Put the old one inside the newer box.
But yeah, because of that Wolverine, I got Bishop, and then I got Magneto, and then I had to get Gambit, and then I left Rogue on the peg because I don't like that Rogue.
Yeah. I think I might get the Gambit just so I can kit
Gambit's
bash.
cool.
Like, I don't like the face sculpt. Looks
I-
like he ate a sour lemon.
I guess, but it does match the animated series, which I do like.
Yeah.
I've seen people swap out soft goods for the trench coat, which looks good.
I think I'm gonna get him and switch out the arms for just a capeless or jacketless version.
Oh yeah. So Macho Toy was telling me that he would get the new Rogue and swap out the arms with Siren.
Ooh.
He said that. So he said that might look good. And I was like, yeah, I think it's the face sculpt that I'm just not crazy about.
There's just no like dimension to it. It's just flat. That's kind of what my issue was when I saw it.
I was considering picking up that Rogue, but that's the only one out of that whole wave that I haven't seen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've had a whole bunch of Magnetos. I mean, there's Magnetos for days.
I can see Magneto being a peg warmer, to be honest.
I want the helmet.
Yeah. Metzger's Leatherface is awesome. Mine broke right out the box. I fixed it, but I was sour that I had so sour that I haven't touched it. Yeah. Boz's Toy Box, not Myers. I did a Death Dealer last week. Okay, Death Dealers. That's a good figure.
That is a good figure.
I just ordered Rogue on Amazon.
Yes.
That one looks awesome.
That is such an amazing helmet. Like, I really want that one.
Is there heft in that? Or is it plastic?
It's plastic, but it's a harder plastic, so it's not really flimsy.
That looks so good. Put it on.
But
yes.
Yes.
Now let's review Bloodsport.
Let's do it.
Let's do it just like that. Yep.
Please keep that on.
He sent a picture of himself wearing that to the Rowdy Boys chat, and I go, "Well, that's my new screensaver now."
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, hey, for those of you who didn't know, we're going to be reviewing Bloodsport, the blockbuster movie Bloodsport. This was Clintastic Four's pick,
amazing pick
from last week, and just a little bit about Bloodsport. 1988 when it came out, and it had some mixed reviews. It was considerable box office success, grossing $50 million on a budget of 1.5 to 2.3 million. I can't tell for 88 if that was a lot of money or not a lot of money.
It's a lot of money for us. We were on food stamps at that.
Well, yeah,
a lot of money for us.
What did you say, Clintastic?
I'm trying to think of conversion.
I can't hear anything over Danny.
Yeah.
Plastic.
Danny, what are you doing
with his bread knife?
I'm trying to get this head scope on.
Yeah, that's a pretty sizable box office for the 80s.
Is it? Oh, well, I meant like the budget for the movie.
Oh,
1.2
I mean, that's still
million.
relatively low budget.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that it made 50 million and was only about like 3 million budget wise, that is a lot. That's a big return.
It's a lot.
Starring Jean-Claude Van Damme as Frank Dukes, Donald Glib as Ray Jackson, Leah Ayres as Janice, Norman Burton, and when he came on screen, I was like, Forrest Whitaker, yes. And of course, Bolo as Chong Li. And am I missing anyone else as a notable?
David Henderson as the other military police guy.
It wasn't. I thought it's here. It says Norman Burton.
Sorry, yeah, I got that mixed up.
Okay.
Because both him and David Henderson played Felix Leiter in old James Bond movies, so I get them mixed up.
Oh, okay.
So they played the same character in those movies.
Well, let's talk about the movie. What are our thoughts?
Can we acknowledge that the guy that Chun Li beat up and broke? Can we acknowledge that man was Tum Po? He's Tom Poe from Kickboxer. He's always in all his movies. He's in that movie. Tom Poe is in the movie. Chun-Li beat Tom Poe in the movie. Yeah.
Which Chun-Li beat a lot of like people.
Yeah.
But
Well, the guy
which
that
one?
plays Tom Poe, he's like one of Van Damme's like closest friends.
Is he the one that he put to sleep in the first like?
He's the one that I'm trying to think. He's the one that I'm trying to think the name. I gotta look at the cast. I don't have my phone on me.
Okay. I mean,
But
was
he's
he
the
like
one-
one of the first montages where
He was one of the he
everyone's
was in the
taking
beginning.
breath?
Yeah, he was in the beginning. And I believe Chun-Li was the one that beat him in one of the fights. I think it was his first fight or second fight. Chun-Li beat him. He was the one that got his leg broken.
Oh, okay.
That's Tom Poe. That's Tom Poe.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Shout out to Tom Poe. Bloodsport. I mean, growing up, this movie was always on TV. Again, we seem to be picking like afternoon movies, like Revenge of the Nerds and this one. This movie was always on, and I always watched it. It has some definitely heavy nostalgia, and when I rewatched this, a lot of that did come back, and a lot of it, honestly, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be terrible." There were some terrible parts, but most of it, like, I just enjoyed the heck out of.
Yeah, overall, it's freaking enjoyable. Like,
Yeah.
even like the terrible parts, a lot of times are so terrible they go back to being good.
Yes,
Like
true.
all of his face expressions during the fights, like,
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, the choreographing was not that great, but again, for the time, it was awesome.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I'm saying it's a good watch. The acting, there was only one actor in that movie.
I know who you're gonna say. Please.
It's only one. Well, there's only one. Oh, I'm gonna go to when we get to the categories, but there's only one person that I felt like acted the best.
Oh,
and to me, and it was the Shidoshi, the guy that trained him. He was probably the one that I liked the most as acting.
Senzo?
The older gentleman that trained him, the one from the beginning.
Is that Senzo? His name's Senzo. I thought.
Yes.
Yeah. So he was probably the one I liked the most, but I think the acting was horrible. Like, I didn't like the acting. It was just like, but one of the things that I loved is I see a lot of because Mortal Kombat, the original Mortal Kombat game, was inspired by this movie. And Enter the Dragon. So you see a lot of inspiration. The fact that this movie inspired a video game that to this day is still like one of the #1 fighting games.
Thank God that they couldn't come up with a deal with Jean-Claude Van Damme, because that's the main reason we got Mortal Kombat.
Johnny Cage.
Is that right?
Johnny Cage is the inspiration for Jean-Claude Van Damme's that inspiration. That's why he's on the skin. So, yeah.
If there was any game that I thought Bloodsport would have inspired, I thought it would have been Pit Fighter.
Bloody Roar. No, but
there used to be so many of those fighting games, like the combat style games. Like Killer Instinct was one of my favorites.
Killer Instinct was a great one. That was a great one.
Yeah.
Unworthy, what are your thoughts?
I think it's it aged well, and I think Clint's description is the best. Like, even the terrible parts are like they redeem themselves because they're so terrible.
Yeah.
It's so true. I have this in my notes.
Flip the page.
This is all in caps what I wrote. These kid actors suck. Like,
yes,
young kid Frank Dukes is a terrible actor.
He's horrible.
Like, so bad.
Yeah.
And he was like the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will probably be in my nitpicks, but that opening flashback, it was so awkward. Like, the movie hadn't even been established yet, and we were already flashing back to some random scenes in the past that we have no connection to yet.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I mean, this movie loves its montages and flashbacks. I'll tell you
Oh,
that.
it loves a good montage.
Mm-hmm.
Montages are great.
Especially with scenes that literally just happened 15 minutes ago.
Yeah. That's my favorite part.
Just a few notes. I did laugh out loud at this part, and it was his young brother, his friend. Someday I will fight in the Kumite and make my father proud. And then the next scene, it just shows his funeral picture.
3 hours later.
I'm like, oh my god, he just died and he never made it.
Oh my goodness. I thought it was like, at first when you thought, I started thinking like when he said that, like it showed the scene where he was getting beat up by the kids. Like I thought it was like, right? Like he was getting his ass whooped by the kids.
Yeah.
And then he had said all that. And then you're right. Like afterwards,
Then
like, man, you really
like,
suck.
Yeah, I was like, wow, he never really redeemed himself.
Yeah. You're better off with Van Damme.
Yeah.
Winning.
But yeah, one of the very first training montage scenes is when Senzo trains Jean-Claude, and that was just killer. That was awesome.
Yeah,
that was a great scene.
Yeah.
I would say that's like the not necessarily the highlight of the movie, but definitely the most memorable pieces that you kind of think about in the Bloodsport movie, when he's like the tea, he's blindfolded serving the tea, and he's like punching him, which also was pretty funny. But yeah, it was, music was on point.
Yeah, music is always on point. One of the scenes that really made me laugh was the scene where he's doing the coin trick.
The quarter trick?
The quarter trick. So my thing is like, is no one going to, like, it's probably going to go with the unanswered questions. Like, nobody's going to report sexual harassment in that like bar, or like he's supposed to be the good guy, but he's like trying to buy her. And I'm like,
yeah,
where's the sexual harassment here? Like, like what's going on? So I thought it was pretty funny. Like, I thought it was like for that to be like a feud starting point. I was like, a coin trick, like, for real. But then it's like, damn, that's badass. Like, Seagal never did a coin trick.
He only did the got your nose.
Yeah, right.
Vigo Sand has two Bloody Roar tattoos, the wolf and the tiger. That's pretty cool. Bloody Roar was definitely a great one.
Definitely a good game.
What's up, Thanos Copter? How you doing, buddy?
Everybody's favorite copter.
Yeah, Thanos Copter. I'm still trying to figure out how to do a custom Thanos Copter, which honestly, there's nothing to figure out. I just have to do it. Any other notes before into categories? Yeah, the coin switch was badass.
She was a terrible undercover reporter.
Yeah, she was horrible.
Like,
there was no doubt
guys,
she was.
Where is the secret tournament taking place? I know you know.
Have you heard about the secret tournament that's going on?
And sure, let me go into the actual tournament and pull out this this completely large and obvious tape recorder with no discretion whatsoever.
It's gonna take you to Mortal Kombat. She was Sonya Blade in the movie, I think.
A few things that the Kumite song is awesome song.
Yeah.
Frank Duke's gratuitous underwear scene, like, totally unnecessary, but man, he was necessary. He was fit. He was definitely fit.
Rocking.
Look, the whole time when you're watching the movie, you're like, and drinking, you're like,
Clint traded himself on his birthday.
America's ass. That's America's ass.
That's Brussels ass.
Brussels.
Russell. What else did I put? I wrote Ray got cocky, so I don't feel so bad. He did get cocky in that Chung Li fight.
I love.
Do you think it's ironic that we picked 2 movies with him back to back?
Oh, that's right. He's ogre.
Yeah, he's ogre. Yeah.
Oh,
he's actually my favorite, my second favorite actor in the movie. I love. We'll go into the categories, but like he's like one of the people that I like the most. Like even over Van Damme's character, I liked him the most.
I did write. What did I write? Oh, Frank Dukes playing video games. Is there anything Frank Dukes can't do? He just kicks his butt in like video games.
This Frank Dukes in the movie could do everything. I don't know about the real one because
Yeah.
this is apparently based on a true story, which is I don't know.
I think they've disproved everything that he said in the story.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did.
Like
But
his military records, everything.
Yeah.
I did write, oh my gosh. My last line of the movie of my notes is, oh my gosh, I forgot this was about a real person. I totally forgot that this was about a real person. Because then that pops up and you're like, that was a ridiculous movie. How is this like based on anything that was true?
Can we say those are the worst 2 cops ever?
Worst 2 cops. Yep.
Yeah.
They're terrible. Like they're horrible.
They're part of my category, so I'll go into that.
That spinning roundhouse kick was so badass. Like that as the final kick.
Mm-hmm.
That was
whole final fight scene was
that poor ref during that fight. Like getting thrown into the mix and then being used as jumping props.
That's a good point. That just convinced me to change my my 6-man vote.
Oh, hey, while we're on it, let's talk about categories. Categories. We have a few categories here. We have MVP. Who is the most valuable player in this movie?
Chung Lee's pecs.
I love that.
But seriously, I would give it to Jean-Claude. I mean, he carried the movie well enough, so I'll give it to him.
I'm still putting Chung Lee's back to you.
I was gonna say Jean-Claude's underwear, but
that scene, right?
All those packs are, I guess, yeah, that's a pretty good answer.
JCVD. Yeah, I'll okay. So Unworthy, you're saying JCVD's undies?
Yeah, hell with it. Yeah, that's my vote.
I really like Chung Lee's packs. That was a good one. What about you, Danny? I'm still thinking about mine.
MVP for me is Chung Lee. Chung Lee's my MVP.
I'm gonna have
it was gonna be the trainer. I was gonna be him, but like he died.
Senzo, yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Chung Lee too. Like, I think what's surprising about Chung Lee is that he's all buff. He walks out like he has to like go through a door like this, but then you see him fight, and the dude is quick.
Mm-hmm.
I love this little hand thing he does. He goes like he's holding the guy. He's like telling everybody to be quiet. I love the little taunts. Man, I was like, you jerk.
I mean, the guy can fight. There's no doubt that he can actually.
Well,
fight.
he was one of those like from that time. If he was in a movie, some shit was about to go down.
I mean, he was in a lot of Bruce Lee movies. Yeah,
some shit was about to go down when he was in those movies. So,
all right, let's go to Sixth Man. Sixth Man is the person that was not in the movie a whole lot, but every time they were in the movie, they were just hitting home runs. They were amazing performances.
I would say, mine's not a 6 men, but it's 6 men. It's all the tournament fighters. Like,
yeah,
you don't see a lot of them individually, but they're exciting to watch. Like, give you thrills while we were waiting for the rest of the plot to happen. But would have loved to see like more of them. Like, make it more of an ensemble thing would have been cool. But that's
a great one. Great one. Unworthy?
I had a hard time coming up with who would be a good 6-man.
The underwear.
Clint convinced me to say definitely. I think the referees also like the background fighters. Yeah, that's a really good point. But I think that last referee
He was
tossed
their
around.
6-man.
Yeah.
Danny?
I liked Ogre. He was my guy. Ogre was my guy in that movie.
Ray, yeah.
You're next.
Mine was Senzo.
Yeah.
You know, the teacher to Van Damme. I thought he was an excellent. He was just
He was a
excellent.
man. I'm surprised he didn't join I'm surprised he didn't go to the tournament. He should have been the one to kind of go to the tournament and fight. It would have been another It Man movie.
Was he just like too old?
He was.
Like,
I thought they established he
He
was kind of sick. I don't.
yeah, he was sick. Yeah.
Yeah. He was
LVP.
awesome.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Least valuable player.
Least valuable player.
No.
I'm gonna say the cops. Like,
Yeah.
you could have, like, I thought about it. You could easily have taken them out of the story. Wouldn't have changed anything at all.
That's very true. That's very true. Yeah, they were terrible. Even just like, even that whole like playful like chase scene through the, you know, the boats and all that.
And then the music they were playing, it fucking sucked. I hated that song.
It was like a Mentos commercial. That whole like scene.
Right, you were waiting for him to go. Yeah, for real. I'm not gonna see.
I gotta say, I think the least valuable is Kid Frank Dukes.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that was mine. That was mine.
Fucking terrible.
That was mine. Danny?
Least favorite. I want to say it was the soldier from when he the sergeant. Remember the soldier that he was like, "Oh, I gotta wait for you in the shower." He's like, "All right." So then he escapes.
He had one job. He had
one job. But can we acknowledge that the sergeant that was talking to the soldier looks like the inspector from Inspector Gadget cartoons, the one that would leave the little notes? He reminds me of him, like his face.
I don't know what he looks like.
I was like, his this message.
Oh, the police sergeant?
Yeah. No, not the police sergeant. It was like the military sergeant.
No, in Inspector Gadget.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find. I'll send you a photo after.
It's like Penny's dad, right?
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, that soldier was he was at least very like you had one job, and like he's like, well, I gotta go shower first. He's like, well, I have to wait for you. So like the whole time in the movie, I was like, are you watching them take a shower?
Apparently not.
Hey, Frank, you're done. And he's like, oh shit. And then then nobody's like wondering why. Then he's like sprinting all the way down. He's like skipping steps. He was like, and then he goes up in these shitty lines. He's like, I was like, what's happened? He was in the shower. He was there. Then he left. He was like,
so did he climb out the window? What did he do?
I don't know what the hell Van Damme did.
He
did the spinning wheel. He did the spinning wheel kick out the window.
That is a good LVP. That's best scene.
The final fight, I would say.
Yeah. If it's not if you don't think it's the final fight, then it maybe the quarter scene that was pretty good. But
I think the bus scene is my favorite scene. The bus scene where after his friend got beat up and he's sitting there and they got that music playing and he looks towards the mirror and he sees Chung Lee's face. Like I thought that was badass.
And then, but then the ending of that montage.
Yeah.
Doing splits on top of the skyscraper.
And it was beautiful. And then you see like the landscape and he's like doing like the whole, like that was dope, man. Like I'm like, I was into that. I watched that a couple of times.
I mean, I think we should acknowledge that another 6-man is JCVD's splits. Like, no
A lot
doubt.
of splits.
That man loves to do a split.
A lot of splits in this movie.
Like, those were impressive. Like,
yeah.
Again, this is peak Jean-Claude Van Damme. I don't think there's.
I think he can still do those.
Yeah, did you see that like Volvo commercial?
Where he's like put the 2 legs on the cars, and he's still could do them.
I'm sure
Yeah.
He had this video on TikTok one time where he was on the phone. He's really trying to get like another Bloodsport 2 going. And he was like,
a fake or is this real?
No, this is real. This is real.
Yeah.
And like, if you go on TikTok, you can find a video, and he's like upset. He's like crying, arguing with his wife, and basically saying he wants to, and how he, he's trying to make a comeback, and they're not giving him the opportunity, and all this stuff. So you kind of feel for the guy because he's been through a lot, and like he's, you got all these other action heroes that have done so many. They've done all these big comebacks with the Expendables and all that stuff. He was in Expendables too. It's just to have him come back. I feel like Bloodsport is like one of those movies that if they decided to reboot the movie, I think they should have him in a part. He should be like maybe the trainer, or maybe somebody or maybe even like the trainer for the Komite, like the one that's just like just add him in anyway, or even just have him in the movie. But it would be a great reboot if they did now.
If they bring him back, does he have to? I think he'd probably contractually obligated to do another underwear scene.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think I think it would work.
Oh, well, he has had somewhat a resurgence. He had that I want to say, I don't think it was like a satire about him coming back actually.
Yeah.
What was that called?
I think it was just called JCVD.
Yeah, JCVD. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my friend who loves Jean-Claude Van Damme, he was telling me that it's actually pretty funny.
I think he was in a Kung Fu Panda movie as well.
Oh yeah, was he? I think he was in the third one.
Yeah,
or was it third?
They remade Kickboxer, and he was the trainer in Kickboxer.
Seriously?
Yeah, he was the trainer for Kickboxer. Batista was Tom Poe in the movie.
They need to reboot Street Fighter and have him come back.
Yeah,
I would watch it. Colonel Guile.
He could not. Yeah, no.
That was such a terrible movie.
Yeah.
Old man.
And again, Kylie Minogue as Cammy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jean-Claude, we could go through a deep dive into all of his movies.
Oh yeah, they're all a lot similar too. Like if you watch The Quest, it's kind of similar.
Yeah, there was one I watched where he was blind. I think he was blind. It was a newer one. Or was he blind or was he deaf? I can't.
I liked The Replicant. You ever watch The Replicant?
The Replicant? No.
The Replicant is the one where he's a serial killer. But Van Damme is a serial killer. He's a bad guy, and they clone him. And they try to use the clone because they have the same memory. Their minds are connected to try to find his next move. So the Replicant is good. They got Michael Rooker in the movie. He's like the main cop.
Really?
Yeah, so Van Damme has like long hair, and he's like a serial mom killer because he had like a troubled life. His mom used to abuse him, so he kills only moms in front of the kids. And it's like he's a good villain. Like Van Damme to play. Yeah, no, Van Damme playing a villain is fucking dope. Like he's like in Expendables. He came back in Expendables as the bad guy. He was really good in Expendables. I think he could pull off like playing even if they made a remake of Bloodsport and he was the bad guy, I'd watch it. I think he does a great job as a villain too.
The odds of us getting a Bloodsport remake, basically, because him and the actual Frank Duke sued each other a long time ago.
Oh, right.
Over the Quest that you brought up. Over that movie, they sued each other. So
why The Quest?
Because Frank Duke said he was in the quest. He went and traveled.
No, I think he got shorted out of some profits.
Was it about Frank Dukes, The Quest?
No, I think he helped produce or write it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is good at fiction, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was he wasn't blind. I was looking up the movie. It's called We Die Young. It was one of the newer releases of Van Damme. It's a pretty bad movie, but unanswerable questions. I have a few. I know you guys had some.
Yeah. Why didn't they disqualify Chun-Li the first time he killed somebody? Like, why didn't they just arrest him?
Because they made it a point to make that part of the rules.
Like, he killed somebody in the first, and he's still the champion. It's like, you wanted that shit to happen. Like, like nobody like pressed charges on him. Even the police officer from that place was like, he knew, and he's like, yeah, Chun-Li's the champ.
Let's see. My unanswerable question is, why did the military put so much money into him? Like, why was he such a big deal to them that they had to chase him all over the world?
Well, the prequel, Universal Soldier. Why don't put so much? It's so true, though.
I think
I'm not gonna lie. I forgot to think of an unanswerable. I forgot that was one.
No, it's not. Yeah, I think the unanswerable questions. These categories are like you either have or you don't. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you don't.
Here's an unanswered question. I thought. Here's my theory. Actually, the kid that died that was supposed to go to the Kumite.
Yeah.
At first I was like, did Chun-Li kill him?
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
I was like, did he kill him? And so he would go into kind of like that was his like it wasn't
avenge him, right?
Yeah,
like because remember he killed somebody.
Yeah,
during the Kumite. I thought they killed him. Like I always thought they killed the younger guy. That's why he went to the Kumite and died. So Van Dam wanted to go to kind of like redeem that. That's what I thought happened. But it's like when they said the war, I was like, damn, you never even made it there. Like, you fucking suck.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, so he didn't die in the Kumite?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, let me look at this.
He died in war. He said something about the war took his family, father to son, son to father, whatever the crap. It was one of the great scenes, but like, no, Chun-Li didn't kill him. Like, I thought that's what it was. I thought Chun-Li had killed him, and then that's when Van Damme said, "Will you train me?" He was like, "Well, you're not Japanese."
Yeah.
I got another unanswered question. Whose idea was it to have the black guy be the chimp? Or like, why was that okay? God. Like,
yeah, I know.
Why was that okay? Yeah. like, but again, it goes back to like,
agreed.
Back in the day, they didn't really, nobody really said, "Hey, that's a little racist." Like,
yeah, that was very racist. Yeah, no doubt.
And then you had the Latino guy that was doing the multi. He was like, I'm like,
I believe wasn't that Capoeira? Is that what?
Yeah. Well, no. He was multi fighter.
Was he Muay Thai? There was a Capoeira one. I'm not even saying what I'm saying right. But remember,
every time I hear somebody saying Capoeira, all I can think about is the episode of Bob's Burger. With the dude that does the Capoeira dance fighting, and Bob slips on the grease.
You can't. What was that movie with Capoeira? And I think it had the guy from Iron Chef in it.
Banana Way, but I forgot the name of it.
But he's like, you can't. He said there's this like specific dance move. He's like, you can't jingle, you can't fight. It's like, what was it called?
Blood in and blood out.
Was that what it is?
No.
Well, I do have one unanswerable question. So kumite is a Japanese word.
Okay.
And yet this tournament is all in Hong Kong. Why is that?
Because it was written by Americans.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
He's not wrong. That's where the real Frank Dukes thought he was.
Yeah. This is where it started to unravel for the real Frank Dukes.
He thought it
was in this Japanese fighting contest over there in Hong Kong. You know?
Somebody told him outside. Somebody told him this is it. We're in Japan right now. Oh man, that's funny as shit.
That is funny.
I could only picture them together, like the directors and everybody producers sitting down with the real Frank Dukes. And asking them like about his stories. Like, tell us a little bit about this Kumite. It was like, well, I got trained and they stretched my legs out and they like taught me how to do a split. And then this guy named Chung Lee, man, he like killed somebody and he got away with it. Because the rules
got away with it.
Can you believe that Japan let him get away with that?
Can you believe in Japan they let him get away with murdering somebody right there in Hong Kong?
Oh man.
I mean,
do you think any of them, when he was telling the story, do you think any of them were like, I don't know.
I bet
they were like, that's pretty good.
They're like, yeah, this guy's full of but this is a great story. It's a great movie.
Wow, that was bad. He was probably more excited to find out. He was so excited to probably find out that Van Damme was going to play him. Because he probably was like, who's going to play you? And he was like,
Van Damme wasn't.
Steven Seagal was going to by. He's like, no,
yeah,
I want
he
Van Damme.
just gotten fired from Predator when this.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah.
So this was like literally. This was like
that guy. I didn't like him for Predator. I didn't like that design.
Yeah, like I don't think he had any big credits before this one anyway.
Yeah,
I think the only credit that I would ever give Van Damme for Predator is if you buy the Alpha Predator, the design armor is the original armor that the Predator was supposed to be, and that's Van Damme's costume. It's the only credit I give him.
Vico San, absolutely. It's Only the Strong. That's what it was. Only the Strong.
Only the Strong.
That's a sexy dance fighting movie. Oh, damn it. No chewing beat me to it. I'm going to start training at Capoeira because instead of belts, you know how you get like black belts, orange belts, and all that? In Capoeira, you get scrunchies.
Do you really?
Yeah, if you watch that Bob's Burger episode, that's what I'm basing all my knowledge on.
I gotta watch that one.
You should start like you should do like the Frank Dukes. You should go around telling your story and see if they make a movie out of you. Like you got all these championships of scrunchies in your hand, and then you
see
fought
this neon pink one I got here. That's for beating a guy that killed a dude.
I went to a tournament
contest in Hong Kong.
I went to Harlem. I was like in the mean streets of Harlem, right there in the corner of New Haven, Connecticut. I was in Connecticut, and Danny was there. Danny watched me the whole time, and I won every fight.
Right in the streets of Connecticut, you could see the Statue of Liberty right across.
Machu, we are talking about Only the Strong, but we were actually talking about Bloodsport, but Only the Strong came up. Only the Strong, I'm fairly certain, if someone can confirm in the chat, it was the guy from Iron Chef, right? That's what I thought.
Mark DeSalis?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was.
He was such like a...
That's actually pretty cool.
Yes.
Was he a fighter? I've never seen Only the Strong. Was he a fighter? Because
Yeah,
that's
he-
like the coolest thing to be a fighter and a chef. He's like, I'm gonna
No,
kick the
no,
shit
no.
out of you, but then I'm
He's-
gonna make you a really nice Caesar salad
No,
after.
no, he's in Iron Chef. He's not the chef though. He's the I don't
The
want to say
councilman?
emperor. The councilman, whatever. He's the
Council.
one that like
A la cuisine.
yeah, exactly. He gives the assignment like, all of you will just cook fish now. And
With
then like,
open hearts and an empty stomach. I bid to you on my words of my great uncle. And he does the look. He goes, a la cuisine.
oh my god, Danny, yes, our resident Iron Chef expert right here. That's so true. And like, I remember when they rebooted that, I'm like, this guy looks so gosh darn familiar. Like, I don't know who this guy is.
I thought that he was Raiden in the new Mortal Kombat movie.
Rated?
But it wasn't. Yeah, Raiden, but it wasn't
Oh,
him.
Raiden. No, he was also in Twin Dragon. But yeah, and then I remember like sometime during the credits, they'll show him doing like a spinning back kick for some. I don't know why, but
as he's holding the entree.
but they'll show him like eating the food, but they won't have him like talk about it because I'm sure
he's probably spits everything out. He really doesn't eat everything. He's like, these guys freaking suck.
Any nitpicks?
The acting.
Yeah.
Acting. I want to say just the all the murder that goes on and nobody does anything about it.
Yeah, there are two detectives there watching the whole thing.
Like, like he admits that, and then the thing that really struck me is like they all turned their backs on him when he killed another guy during the tournament. He killed the first guy.
Yep.
Then they did a tournament, and then he killed the other guy where he snapped his neck. And like they all got up and then turned their backs on him. I'm like, nobody, like, this is the second time, guys. Second time. What are we doing here? But again,
I'm not going to tell you a third. I'm going to tell you a third time. No more murdering.
I guess that's what happens in Japan, where they just allow things like this.
Or Hong Kong.
I can't believe
Hong Kong.
it in Hong Kong.
Oh, Double Dragon. That's right. He was in Double Dragon with who's the white guy in that? He was in that show.
There's a lot of white guys in shows.
Yeah, I know.
Frank Dukes, the real Frank Dukes.
House. It was about a family. It had Nev Campbell in it. It also had the guy from Lost.
Wow.
I can't believe
Prescott
Clint doesn't know it already. That was all vague enough information for Clint to have been able to pick right up on it.
I know. Party of Five? Is it Party of Five?
Are we talking about the show?
I'm talking about the show.
Oh, yeah, Party of Five with Lacey Chabert, Scott Wolf, and all of them.
Scott Wolf was in Double Dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Watch your
Night Wolf. Night Wolf was in Double Dragon.
Party of Five, Scott Wolf, yeah. God, thank you, Macho. Other nitpicks. I mean, all the racism.
Yeah,
there's a lot of that going on.
You're a loser, American asshole. I love that scene.
Yeah.
You'll lose, American asshole. Or the one where they show up and the big guy with the big ass chin is like, okay, USA. That was weird.
But compared to last week, it was not as bad.
Yeah. Yeah, not as bad as the last movie that we saw, but yeah.
Those American assholes.
That's really good. All right. What are we gonna rate this movie?
It still gets a good rating for me.
Yeah, what do you give it, Danny?
I gave it a 4.5.
4.5
only because I'll give it a 5. I like the movie. I don't never get tired of Bloodsport. Like, despite all that extra acting, it's just still a good movie. Like, I like to watch the fight scenes, and Chuck Bolo's great, and like, it's still a good movie to watch. It's like one of his, like, I want to say one of his top movies. I mean, he has other good ones that I enjoy. I just think that movie is the one that kind of like, that's the movie that did set him up. I would love to see more of like maybe a reboot, maybe to have, I don't know, a comeback. I don't know. It's a good movie.
Clintastic.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
3.
That's fine. Like,
I was gonna give it a 3.5, 4, and then it got to the fight scene, the final fight scene again. I said, what am I thinking? This is a 5 movie all day long.
5?
Yeah, this is a 5 movie.
This is a 4 for me. I mean, I think the first like 20 minutes really just like that, and the Mentos chase scene does knock a few down for me.
yeah.
But just like everyone else, the underwear scene really brings it up a notch, and then Bolo's pecs.
Yeah, and all those splits.
All the splits. Every single, like all 5 scenes.
I wish I could do a split. I'm afraid I'll tear something.
Yeah.
I used to be able to do one. I bet
Clintastic, if out of all of us, Clintastic 4, I bet comes closest.
We should put it to the test, Clint.
I can't do it. Split. I had too many surgeries on my knee to be trying a real split.
I really could do a split. I really could. I just don't do it anymore.
Oh, like a banana split? Do you get extra peanut butter on it? I bet you do. You naughty boy.
Ah, you American asshole. You American asshole. You fucking, yeah, you're right. I can't disagree. You're right. Oh shit.
So quick. That was good.
This fucking guy.
All right. Well, we have some. We can do another movie for next week. Unworthy. Would you like to? Do you have any movies that you would like to nominate for next week?
Completely ignores Danny.
Yeah, I wouldn't let Danny pick again. We see what he picks.
Well, we had Danny.
Well, I could pick good movies. Come on.
We had Danny.
No, actually, it should be your turn, shouldn't it be?
Actually, because wait, what did you?
I think we did Batman Forever.
Oh, that was who?
And then after that, I think I picked Death Becomes Her.
Oh, you're right. It is my turn. Oh man, I wasn't ready for this. Hold on one sec.
It's Danny's turn.
Danny,
it's never your turn again.
It is my turn.
It goes back to you
now
after Unworthy.
You lose.
American asshole.
American asshole. You lose, American asshole.
All right, so we picked a comedy, we picked an action fight movie, we picked 2 comedies. We picked a blockbuster superhero movie.
I swear, if you say a Gerard Butler movie, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh, there we go.
I love
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna choose Up.
Oh,
gosh, I really feel like we should probably like pick something that is like. I think Bloodsport people want to talk about. Like, no one wants to talk about any Gerard Butler movies, but
come on, chat. Let us know what movies. Give us 2 movies.
I saw Joe Dirt. Vigo San says Joe Dirt. I see Time Cop, Demolition Man. Oh, those are good ones.
Vigo says Showgirls.
Prey.
Showgirls.
We cannot talk about Showgirls on YouTube.
Why?
Yeah.
We can do anything on YouTube. We're not monetized. We're gonna do it
Jet
on
Li's the one.
Can you? Do you know? Do you know how to do the polls? Like the
yeah.
the
let me.
Because if we all four of us suggest something and let the chat choose.
That'd be a good idea.
Except for Danny, so just the three of us.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, where's no chewing?
Okay, USA.
Whole. Oh no. Have to do it through Kahoot.
Or if the polls too, I don't know how to do the polls either. I've not done it on our show either. I don't know how it works.
I know how to do the hashtag. That's about it. All right. Well, why don't we do this? All right. We're getting a lot. So there's Time Cop, Demolition Man, Waterworld. Oh, okay. No chewing. You'll do it. Okay. You're gonna do the poll. All right.
Dances
All right.
with Wolves.
So each of us, except for Danny, will nominate a movie. Just kidding. All of us will nominate a movie. No chewing's gonna make the poll. Cool.
Sweet.
All right.
Danny's included, right?
Danny's included, yes.
Danny's included.
All right. Well, if you have a movie, put it in.
All right.
I gotta think of
put
mine.
it. You want to put it in the chat?
No, just say it.
Okay,
And
let me
then-
think of a good movie.
Well, why'd you ask if you have to put it in the chat then?
I had a movie.
What's wrong with this guy?
You lose, man.
Act like you've done a show before.
Am I on the right side?
Clintastic, do you have one?
I like Digfig's pick.
Waterworld?
I'm gonna say Waterworld.
Waterworld is Clintastic's.
I am gonna say the only Ben Affleck movie that I ever liked, Reindeer Games.
Oh, Reindeer Games. Oh man. All right.
Mostly because you get to see
Yeah.
Liv Taylor's top. It's not bad. Or no, it's not Liv Taylor, is it? It's
Yeah.
That's much. And then
You see this, right? You guys need a new co-host on Between Two Sentinels. I'm your guy. I will come in and, anybody needs a break, I got you guys.
He will do the splits between the two Sentinels.
I will do it at Legion's Con. Absolutely.
oh man.
You better start warming up now.
I'm already doing a split right now as we're talking.
All right.
Split right now.
So we have
Not from that angle.
Yes, I'm shit.
we have
Look,
Reindeer Games.
See my legs?
Reindeer Games, Waterworld, Toy Attic. What do you got?
Let me think, because it's important. Machu, I'm gonna phone a friend. Machu, where you at, Machu? I say Bad Santa. The first Bad Santa.
First Bad Santa. Okay, Bad
Yeah.
Santa.
Bad Santa. Come on, guys. Bad Santa.
And I will choose.
Macho, you'll get a 2-pack of Green Lantern and
You son of a bitch.
you'll get a 2-pack. Matter of fact, you'll get a Ghostface for $40. New York Comic Con exclusive.
While he's running a mouth, it's a good time to say A-Worthy Addiction is canceled forever.
Oh, let me rest my head on you.
I'm going to have to go with Total Recall.
Whoa.
Right.
You know what? I'm with you there, buddy. This is why I love Toy
vote on
Talk.
this. Can I vote on this?
I love Total Recall. What the fuck is going on? I love that scene.
Dude, that
What the
movie
hell?
traumatized me as a kid.
Yeah, it is. It is very traumatizing.
The Mars scene, like
Yeah.
I'm the guy that says, come on, I'm trying to feed my 6 kids. That's me.
Now,
That alien.
I hope No Chewing is still in the chat. I don't know if he is going I don't know how he's going to do the poll.
He might have fell asleep waiting for us to.
Yeah. So yeah, Total Recall would be a good one.
That would be a good one. Total Recall.
He no chewing. He picked Bad Santa.
And John Wick 2.
Beer's getting to me. It's late. Jeez.
I was gonna say my favorite movie that it's not my favorite movie, but movie that I watch all the time that I would suggest is Fight Club, but that does not age well, and it does not.
Oh, really?
You can't really. There's a lot of shit that happens in that movie that doesn't mesh well in this day and age.
Showgirls, no chewing. Showgirls with the girl from Saved by the Bell. It's a great movie. It's like an underdog movie.
Bad Santa, Reindeer Games, Water Game, or Water World, and Total Recall.
Yeah. Total Recall.
Who won?
He's. You kept on. You're chewing your gum too damn loud. You couldn't hear Chris saying. Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Chomping on it over here like a cow chewing on it. Hey.
Wait, which one are you talking to?
Both of you, jeez. Maybe come up there.
You know what's another great movie that we should review one day? We should review
You had a thought you were gonna say.
I'm trying to say it. I'm trying to say the movie. It's the movie about Signs. Somebody was complaining about Signs today. Who was complaining about Signs?
Well, that's a good movie. I like that movie.
Somebody said it was dog shit. I think it was First Strike was saying it was dog shit. He didn't like it.
My favorite part is they got that little birthday party going on, and it's like the Martian.
He said that scare scene. He said that scare scene was shit. First Strike should review that movie for us.
Yeah, get him on here.
Okay, so the poll is out there in the chat. Thank you.
No chewing.
Thanks, no chewing.
I'm gonna have to go on and vote for.
We're not allowed to vote. That's cheating.
Right now,
I just said I'm not voting for my own.
Don't vote at all, sir.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well,
the internet don't work anyway.
I did just vote, but I will tell you, it's still a landslide right now. So even if I take my vote, it's still the same.
I swear.
I think as soon as you said Total Recall, it was a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Total Recall is 100% right now.
Who's next? Who's after it?
No,
it's all tied.
You know what 100% means?
It's all tied. Waterworld 0, Reindeer Games 0, Bad Santa 0.
Bad Santa right now.
All right.
Why are we watching Bad Santa in October though?
Yeah, why Bad Santa?
Well, not Total Recall, Reindeer Games
because Billy Bob Thornton reminds me of everything Unworthy is to me. In that movie, he's just like an angry guy.
I don't know if I should be offended or not.
You're not. I'm the little fat kid with the curly hair. I'm the one that's always like, would you like me to fix you some sandwiches?
Could have been worse, Unworthy. He could have said he reminded you of Billy Bob Thornton and Sling Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
I don't know if I can get my jaw out that far.
He's probably Billy Bob Thornton in Monster with Halle Berry.
Hey, no. Let's not ever call anybody Billy Bob Thornton from Monster.
All right. Well, hey, next week it's going to be Total Recall with.
That's awesome. I haven't watched that movie in so long. So
what the fuck is going on?
Did they? They redid that with Colin Farrell, didn't they?
Oh yeah, terrible.
And it
wasn't good.
I mean, I don't know if you can take yourself away from the love of the original, then
it's
it
not
wasn't
bad.
Like if you've never seen the original, you probably thought it was pretty good.
Okay.
Somebody mute Unworthy. It's terrible.
You shut your mouth over there.
So
We
we're
should
just to be
microphone
clear, we're gonna do the Total Recall Arnold Schwarzenegger.
There you go.
Plot twist: we're gonna do the Colin Farrell one. instead.
Yeah, Colin Farrell one. We all
That's the
voted.
M Night Shyamalan.
AB's gonna be on, and he's gonna cover for me that day.
We gotta get AB on here.
Yeah.
AB, if you're watching, we need you. This is not a Rowdy Boy show without you.
Yeah, come on, AB.
This
Come
is
on.
only slightly
I'll reach it. Yeah, this is definitely not what Rowdy.
you gotta reach out.
I'll reach out to AB.
There you go.
A funny story. The other day I was looking through my emergency contacts. Somehow, I don't know how or why, but Benny is in my emergency contacts as like the last person Blitzfigs.
Okay.
And it says Benny, Blitzfigs, and then the last name is Pendejo. So I took a picture, I circled it, I screenshot it, and then I sent it to Benny. I was like, "Hey, you made it to my emergency contacts." He did laugh, but
That's good.
My emergency contacts are if it depends if I'm dead, it's like call Clint is number one. Call Clint because he's gonna know how to wipe my internet history on my phone, my laptop remotely. So Clint first. And then if I'm only mortally wounded and might survive, then it's my wife first.
yeah, Clint then your wife. Yeah, that makes sense.
Then if you're dead, it's me.
No, actually, it says do not call Pendejo. There's a note. There's a note way down at the bottom that says ship Thor hot toys to Danny.
Well, that hurt. that made me feel...
if Danny's not prepared to bury me with the Green Lantern, Predator, Yellow Lantern 2-pack, then he's not invited to the funeral.
And here I thought I had a whole speech made out for you and everything.
Yeah.
Shame. Had a whole speech ready, a whole eulogy. You know what? I'm gonna leave you, Allegiance Con.
Leave you at the
I'll
New
find
York
a ride.
airport.
I'm gonna
take you
there.
I'm gonna drop you off at Japan, Hong Kong.
And in Japan, aka Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. That's where we drop you off.
Man, that's too funny. Hey guys, this was a lot of fun.
It was.
Oh, yeah.
Bloodsport was the perfect movie, Clintastic.
Thank you.
One of the best ones to talk about. Plugs. What do we got? Unworthy, Toy Attic.
We got the AWA Hecktober event going on right now through the 26th. Use the hashtag AWA_Hecktober on all your spooky, scary Halloween themed shots, whether that's action figure photography, cosplay, artwork, digital art, and you can be entered in to win a quarter scale NECA Freddy Krueger from Chubsy Wubsy Toys. And on the 26th, we'll be announcing that giveaway winner with Mr. and Miss Chubsy. They're going to be on the show on Thursday.
Hopefully in costume.
Hopefully.
I know. I got to figure out a costume for that day.
I already got one.
I'm wondering if I can do a Chubsy costume for myself. Like
I could get you I could send you a sweatshirt from Chubsy's store. You want me to get you a sweatshirt? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not in a funeral, so I'll send it to
Clint. I know how long it takes you to send things to me.
Oh, yeah, I'm the worst.
I won't get it until November.
It'll be warm again.
And when someone does their picture, make sure you do the collab feature for a worthy.
Yes. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, and tag us in it at least because we don't with the way the Instagram algorithm's working right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I go to the hashtag and like click on the hashtag to view everything, it says it has over 100 tags, but I only see about 10.
Yeah. The hashtag.
I don't know if it's because it's like keeping repetitive or repeat people out or what. I don't understand. So tag us. Use the co-collab feature if you want.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely tag us so we don't mess up.
Tag us.
Tag them. And then Black and Wednesdays.
Black and Wednesdays this Wednesday. Believe we have one more week after this, and then Black and Wednesdays goes to sleep for a while. Black and White shot. Any line of figures, use the hashtag TA_Black and Wednesdays. It's this month is slashy orange. Again, you can use any figures, any lighting, any accessory. Post that at any time. Again, same thing. Use the collaboration for the Unworthy Addiction page, but also tag me as well so I can showcase your photos. And thank you for making it fun. So I can't wait to see what you guys do. Let's go hard and strong for these last 2 Wednesdays because Black and Wednesday is going to take a little break after this, and I'm going to miss it a little bit, but I really want to leave on a positive and a strong note because it's been fun and you guys have made it fun. So, and then we also have the UC Hacktober horrific collaborations every Thursday where you take a photo of any horror movie icon and put them up against any DC villain or hero. That's every Thursday. So make sure you tag.
You see No Justice,
and then you also tag the Unworthy Addiction page as well. So please, look forward to that as well. On another amazing collaboration. It's something different, something fun for all you McFarlane DC fans, and then all you horror people. You could put everything. It's been fun. So, the master class is coming back pretty soon. Me and Scary Figs. Yep. We're going back to basics, going back to the beginning with me and Scary Figs. We're going to be doing another collaboration together. He's an awesome account. Go check him out. Go give him a follow. And then, Clintastic 4. Go give my man a follow. He's an awesome guy, awesome account.
That's awesome. Yeah, check out.
He's fantastic. Always so positive. Always so He's
and if you need anybody to posthumously delete your web browsing history, he knows how to do it.
Yep. And then Unworthy Addiction this Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We do have a guest.
Not confirmed.
Not confirmed. But we'll if we don't have a guest, we will definitely find one last minute because we don't have a flow. We just do things. We're gonna have very, very important show this Thursday. We're gonna be talking to YouTube, trying to explain some things to YouTube.
Yeah, we got kicked off. We got our stream interrupted last week. YouTube banned us for about 15 minutes, I think.
Yeah, so we're gonna
my God.
We didn't even know it happened. We were just continuing on, and then I looked at my phone and seen that Clint had messaged me that our stream was interrupted. And I was like, "Oh, I wonder how long ago that happened."
It was because you guys were playing the music, or
we were playing.
No, Danny. Yeah, Danny decided to screen share YouTube videos on a YouTube video, and YouTube didn't like that.
Oh.
We've shared videos before, and it hasn't affected us because it wasn't sharing through YouTube. Like we were sharing through other websites, so I don't think YouTube caught it. But then we were talking about Friday the 13th movies, and we were screen sharing, showing scenes from Friday the 13th movies from YouTube on our YouTube.
Great scenes, by the way.
Like the copyright stuff caught up to us.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Then we were live on the show, and I got an email from YouTube saying that we were.
We got an email from a lot of people. We got an email for a lot of toy shows too. Like they all said they didn't want us on.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, we're gonna ask you guys to come on, but we're okay. We're good. We have a guest already.
That's not true.
We don't need you Johnny Rule Breakers on here.
That's not true.
Oh man. No, but we'll behave. I promise you two, we'll behave.
Yeah, we won't share any more YouTube videos on our YouTube. We'll just find other websites that have.
Well, that makes it more entertaining, I guess.
I'm learning YouTube. I'm learning what not to do and what to do.
Thank you for the crash. No, we didn't learn nothing. We're actually probably going to try to live stream a whole entire YouTube movie.
What if y'all stream an episode of Unworthy Addiction with
that's a great idea.
Like live.
I wonder. There's no copyright. There's no copyright to it, and we're not monetized. That was the biggest confusing thing. It was like, why are we getting suspended? We're not monetized. We're not making.
We were so happy when that happened. We like felt like we made it.
That's a good idea. Live stream our own show through our show.
See what happens.
Yeah,
that's actually.
We'll live stream the episode that got suspended.
Yeah,
that'd be great. I'm down. Whatever. I want a plaque from YouTube.
That actually might be a funny idea, just to like live stream an old episode and then have you guys comment on it. Like, damn, look at Danny. Like, what the fuck? Or like,
look at the way the way the light's shining off of that bald head is.
Yeah. Like, it'd be like a Mystery Science 3000, but with a weather addiction.
Do like a scene where like you see the light just come down. It's like, Danny, stop with your shenanigans. You're gonna lose, American asshole.
Bringing it back.
Yeah, way to bring it back. That was good.
Oh, well.
Hey, thanks a lot, everyone in the chat. Thanks for just bearing with us with our just stupid banter. You guys made it. If you don't mind to if you haven't, click subscribe, like on all of everyone's fine content, all these fine individuals on Instagram as well as YouTube, Unworthy Addiction. Just support each other, and that's why we do it. We support each other, and we have a great community that is so supportive. So we really appreciate all of you. And the chat was awesome today. It was so great to hear everyone's. Thank you for Only the Strong. That was a good one. Scott Wolf references, as well as movie suggestions. So, and one last plug: TPC Toy Pick Community Top 10 on Wednesday at 8:45. We have Mr. Stevie on this week. Very excited for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I can't wait for LegionsCon. The countdown begins. We got about 3 weeks, and Unworthy Collector's coming. That's amazing. Now we need to just get Clintastic 4 in there, and we'll sell some hot toys.
Yeah, I'll sell a hot toy right now to get you a plane ticket.
Yeah. What was the plane ticket cost?
Like,
wait,
only like
you got a hot toy?
Yeah, I do. Oh. So I got a Thor hot toy. You wouldn't know it by looking at my thing because I've never taken it out of the box.
Oh, but tickets were only like $250. So.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Round trip or just
yeah.
That's
round
a hot
trip.
Toy. I got you, brother. I got you.
I got myself.
Round trip.
Round trip.
We gotta get Unworthy Addiction t-shirts for that day. We gotta like.
I'm gonna get one that says staff, so that like I can see. I'm gonna push the boundaries and see where I can get with this staff t-shirt.
Fairly certain they don't wear staff shirts there.
And in back, put OK USA in the back.
Okay, USA.
Okay, USA.
Okay. All right, everyone. Thanks very much for joining us. We can't wait to see you. I'm going to see if we have do you have something that we can go out to? But let's do this.
You want
see everyone? Take it easy, guys. Total Recall next week.